Hello beautiful, and welcome back for a first impressions. I have a few new products from Rimmel that we're going to be trying out, so we'll see how they go. It's usually hard for me to find my shade of foundation, so this is, I do believe, their lightest shade in 103 True Ivory. This is their new Lasting Finish 25HR Breathable Longwear Foundation. It says it's high definition finish, medium coverage with SPF of 20. So there's that. We'll see how light it is compared to me. It seems to be good looking in the bottle. I got their Lasting Finish Breathable Primer. It says 8-hour makeup wear, plus 8 hours makeup wear, so hopefully this will extend the makeup a little bit. It can be worn alone or under your makeup to minimize pores. I need help with that. I don't know if you've ever seen, but I have a lot of texture right here, and it's really annoying. Next we have their Lasting Finish 25HR Breathable Concealers. I have the color 200 in Light, which I know is too dark, but it might be a good contour. I was going to try it. I have the color 100 in Fair. I think that, I don't know if it's light enough, we shall see. And then I have the color 001 in Light Ivory. This one looks a lot lighter. It looks like it would be a good one for me, but it also looks kind of yellow. I have a cooler skin tone, so we shall see how it goes. Anyway, let me zoom you in a little bit and we will get to applying this new makeup. Alright, we're going to start with the primer. I don't know about you, but I love watching first impressions. A couple of my favorite YouTubers that does first impressions is the Taylor, I think is how you want to pronounce her channel name. I'll link it down below, but I think it's really good how she does hers. She's very thorough. And I also really enjoy Tati's. She tends to take you through her day, and well, I really like it. I'm having to use my viewfinder for this because my setup right now does not allow me to use a mirror at the moment. So just pressing that in a little bit. My problem areas, get the sides of my nose, and then I go and use too much. What can you do? Already dampened my beauty sponge, and yes, it's stained, it's dirty, whatever. So be it. Well, this is cool. I did not realize that this bottle, it does not come with a pump, but it comes with a ginormous doe foot applicator. This thing is like the size of my nose. Alright, well, we shall put this on and see how we go. It says it's medium foundation, so we shall see how that claim is. Trying to be careful not to make a mess here. Do not want foundation on my light shirt. Alright. Well, definitely light coverage. Have to do this on the back of my hand versus the face here. Alright, compared to my neck, looks a little dark, but it did not give very good coverage. I got rosacea on my cheeks and they're still looking pretty red. Alright, let's see if we can go in for a bit more here. Alright, got some more on the back of my hand, so let's try this. Okay, that's working better. But still not full coverage. But I think they were going for, since it's medium coverage, I think they're going for the your skin but better. Yeah, it's still a bit dark. Darn it. I have a really hard time finding a shade that's good for me. I'm trying to think of how I feel about this. think it'll be great for natural wear days. Definitely. See how far we can build this. I don't know if you can see that, but that is definitely too dark for me. It did cover up a lot of my redness, not all of it. It's very natural looking coverage. Looks like a very natural finish, kind of a satin matte. Let's see if we can lighten it up a bit with a concealer. I'm torn between fair and light, just because, well, light ivory is definitely lighter, but fair is more my undertone, so we shall see. Okay, so it comes out through the sponge. I don't know if it'll focus, probably not. There's a little hole in the sponge where it comes out. It's just a squeezy tube. Well, it's definitely lighter. I like that. See if we can do some highlighting here. Ha! Go back in with the Beauty Blender. Well, it's not an actual Beauty Blender, but, you know, beauty sponge. I see that it a little bit goes a long way. Definitely light enough. Spreads really far, so you don't need very much. But the coverage actually looks pretty good. I mean, I got pretty prominent dark circles. They're genetic in my family. Yeah, definitely leaving some stamp marks, so you'll have to make sure you blend it out well. Actually, with my texture right here, it's looking pretty good. Been a long time since I've done a first impressions. This feels kind of funny. But I've missed filming. I've missed you guys. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good here. That definitely lightened it up a bit. So, much, much better. I'm going to see if I can lighten up the foundation shade just a little bit by using my Physicians Formula powder. This is the color correcting powder. It's the super duper light one. The Taylor turned me onto this, and it is amazing. For setting foundation and lightening it up just a little bit. The only thing I don't like about this powder is that it's very dusty. It tends to get powder everywhere. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So my under eyes. I really should pick up some Rimmel powder, so this could have been a all Rimmel, you know, tutorial first impressions. But I was not thinking that far ahead, apparently. This is the true test, because powdering this area right here tends to emphasize my texture, so we shall see if that changes anything. Alright, now that shade looks better. Still got a little bit of redness peeking through, pretty typical for me unless it's full coverage. On the upside of it though, if I can get away with it, I might just use my rosacea as my blush. Been there, done that, and it does help me skip a step when I'm feeling lazy. Alright, I zoomed you in pretty close so you can see the texture. So there's the texture on my forehead. It does not gather in my little worry line that I've got right there. The primer did not completely fill in my pores. But I don't think this looks bad either. I do think the coverage on the concealer is pretty nice. Like I said, you can still see a little bit of redness, but not too bad. Alright, it's still looking darker on camera than it seems to in person compared to my neck. I will do my best to edit that out later, but, you know, see if I can get the balance right, but we'll see. No promises. Alright, I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup and I will be back in just a minute. Okay, so my thoughts on these three. The Lasting Finish Breathable Primer, I do think will have excellent lasting power. It feels like one of those primers on my skin. It did not do a very good job filling in my pores, so there's a downside to that. My recommendation is just that you double up with a primer that you know works for you. But I think this will be very good otherwise. My thoughts on the concealer, the 001 in Light Ivory, I really liked the coverage on this, and it turned out to be not too yellow for me like it is in the container, you know, just looking at it. It says lightweight to medium coverage, but I think compared to what my dark circles normally look like, this is like high medium coverage, closer to full from the ones that I've tried anyway. So really like this. The Lasting Finish 25HR Breathable Longwear Foundation says high definition finish and medium coverage. I will definitely agree with medium coverage. Did not cover all of my rosacea, but it leaves a really nice finish. I like it. I think it turned out really well. Something that if you have a lot of redness the same as I do, you could always use a color corrector underneath. But I really like the finish of this. I think for a first impression, it looks really good. If I remember to, I will leave an update down in the description box below on how well it lasted throughout the day, if I got terribly oily, because I tend to get pretty oily on my forehead and around my, cheekbone, around my nose area. So I will give you an update on that. I'll link all the makeup products down below that I use to create this pretty natural makeup look. This is just an everyday thing for me. If you want a tutorial on how I get this look, very simple, very easy, multitasking products, just leave me a comment down below. That would be great, and I will do that for you. I've got lots of exciting new content planned for this year. Super pumped. So make sure you click subscribe down below so you don't miss any future videos, and make sure you click the bell so you get notifications of my new upload. I'm going to try to be doing 2 videos a week from now on. Haven't decided what days yet, so still working out the kinks there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and help support the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.